the purpose of today's webinar is sort of to talk about the power of football and make sure that we inspire clubs everywhere to use their platform to advocate for social change. As we've seen in the recent year, the Black Lives Matter movement has, admitting the last people, yes, the Black Lives Matter movement has inspired a lot of clubs, FAs, and especially players to use their platform and to speak out against racism in football and as well as in society. And also, as we see at the Euros right now, for instance, with Manuel Neuer wearing the rainbow captain's armband and the conversation that has sparked, we can see that football has the power to advocate for change when it comes to racism, discrimination, LGBTQ phobia, as well as sexism and other forms of discrimination. So that's why we're hosting this webinar to sort of highlight the role that clubs can play in addressing these societal issues. Most of you might be familiar with EFDN, but maybe some are not. So we are the European Football for Development Network. We're one of the biggest CSR communities in football with over 100 members, both professional clubs and FAs. We focus on different topics such as health, education, employability, social inclusion, social cohesion, sustainability, and good governance. And yeah, one of the topics is as well diversity and inclusion. With this program, Show Racism, the Red Card is our first program on the topic, but in the future we hope to do more and more. Hopefully soon we get a broader Diversity Wins project that focuses as well on gender equality as well as LGBTQ phobia. So we hope to do more and more in the future as EFDN. Yeah, why it is important in the recent year, we have seen quite an alarming rise when it comes to racist abuse in football. Despite fans not being allowed in the stadiums, we've seen a lot of abuse on social media, players that are targeted directly. So therefore, it is really important that we keep speaking out against this and make sure this behavior is not normalized and called out at any times, both by us as fans, but as EFDN, as clubs, as everyone that that loves football. Yes, it's not in this time and age. It's not enough to just be non-racist, but we need to be anti-racist, as also Angela Davis said. A culture change is needed, both bottom up by us as fans, but also top down by FAs, leagues, and clubs. Therefore, as EFDN, we want to be part of that change, and that's why we started implemented the Show Racism the Red Card program. Because if we as clubs are not speaking out, then why should fans? That's why we want to use the platform that we have in addressing these issues. Our program launched officially in 2011 and is funded by the EU. We started out originally with 8 football clubs. One of them you will hear presenting later. And at the moment we have already 81 participants, among which both professional and grassroots clubs. And hopefully the next year we hope to double that number or even triple that number, and make sure that that racism is on top of the agenda and it's just not a one-day campaign in a year, but is a year-out campaign by many clubs all over Europe. These are some examples from the clubs that have joined this year. You can see ADO Den Haag, Leverkusen, Dynamo Zagreb, and many others. Yes, the campaign consists of 2 main aspects. First and foremost, the Red Card campaign, which you'll hear more about later from the clubs that are implementing them, and as well as the educational program. I will speak a little bit about the campaign itself. We've developed red cards in 27 languages. These red cards can be used in many different ways, as you'll hear later. You can download them for free on our website, or you can also request them on our site and we can send you a printed set. We have also developed a mobile version for the card, and hopefully You can see this one. You can also download this one free from our website. If you might not have a printer at home but want to show your support, you can download that one as well. And then you can see some more examples from the original partners of the club. And then now I'll give the floor to Maria, who will tell you a bit more about the other resources and how to access them.
Thank you very much, Elena. So our educational program was created together with our project partners, and it's delivered in schools across Europe, as you can see here. It consists of a workbook for children and teacher's manual, and the main goal of this program is to educate children to respect different people and treat everyone equally. So that's why we cover in our topics, so LGBT, community, religions, and also racism and discrimination in sport. Next slide, Elena. We also offer the option of have the club branded workbooks. That, from our experience, we think that it's great because children see the players as a role model. So having this book with pictures from favorite players can have a bigger impact. And these are all the materials that we have now. So apart from the educational program, so the workbook and the teacher's manual, we also have, as Elena mentioned, the red cards in 27 different languages. The workbooks at the moment, we have the workbooks in 9 different languages. And also we have stadium banners for matchday campaigns and mobile cards. And well, you can download everything that we have mentioned before in our Source and the Red Card website. A new feature that we added is that you can create also different visuals for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with your club logos and club logos colors. And these are some examples from players making a stand against racism. And we think that it's also important, like, to go further and cover different types of discrimination. Because of that, we supported, for example, the LGBT plus month of action organized by Fair Network and Football Against Homophobia. And this was in February, so we interviewed different roles models from the LGBT community and promote their stories in our social media. And currently we are running our Women in Football campaign to also create more visibility for all the women working in football and to have women role models for people and future generations. And our next steps is the grassroots campaign. We will be launching the grassroots campaign on September. Our goal is to reach as many clubs as possible because we believe that everyone can make a difference in their community and fighting against racism. So we are creating a grassroots toolkit. This toolkit is going to be focused on coaches and players. And we have here different scenarios about how coaches can speak up, react, and report these racist or discriminatory incidents. And we will create as well, we are creating posters and leaflets, educational posters about our topics, so different worldwide religions, LGBT plus, and norms and values. Well, this is a sum up, so you can join our campaign, you can get involved with the Red Card campaign, the educational program, or both. And yeah, if you are interested in joining all the list of the clubs that have participated, welcome. And as you can see here, we know that it won't be easy, but together are stronger. So, well, if you're interested in participating in our campaign, you can contact Jelena and me. Or if also your club has any anti-discriminatory or anti-racism campaign, we would like to know about it, and you can tag us in our social media channels.